guys, I just wanted to sit down and make a video today about just something I've been struggling a little bit with recently, and I know I talk a lot about mental health and my journey and all that kind of stuff, so I kind of want to sit down and talk through some of that stuff today because it helps me, and I hope that it can help other people too. So wanted to touch on like two different subjects in this video, one of which being my journey with eating disorder. So at the point where I'm at in recovery now, I've been in recovery for almost 2 years. Everything is pretty much like stabilizing now, and I feel like I was doing great, and then recently I feel like just like thinking about using behaviors is like just like more in the background of my mind than it, I guess, has been recently, since like I was like actively in my disorder. I'm not like participating in behaviors, but like I feel like I don't know, I feel like I want to do certain things, or just like more so like obsessing about weight is more like the problem that I'm having. So I don't really plan on going down the road of using behaviors, because like I know where that road goes. I've gone down it a million times, and it doesn't end anywhere good, and I know that. Like I know that ends in the ER. It ends in having organs removed from your body and broken bones and all that kind of stuff. But that just is something that I've been struggling with. I think I just wanted to kind of touch on that because like I'm pretty, far into recovery at this point. Like it's been 2 years. So like I think a lot of people think like, oh, at 2 years you shouldn't have any thoughts anymore, and I just kind of wanted to say like, like thoughts might always be a challenge, but as long as they're just staying thoughts, I think it's manageable, at least for me. So I wanted to just kind of talk about that a little. Also wanted to talk a little bit about suicidal thoughts, because I was talking about this to my boyfriend and he got a little emotional, which like I understand. Like it's hard to hear someone that you love say, oh, like I think about killing myself. Like but that's as far as it goes for me. Like that's part of my mental illness. That unfortunately, like medications and therapy have not helped kind of rid me of those thoughts. I still have them a lot less frequently than I used to, but I still have them, and I think I I probably will always have them in some effect, but I think it's just normalizing the fact that mental illness is an illness, and even with medication, even with therapy, which is also treatment, you know, for mental illness, it's not ever really going to be 100%. I think you have to focus more on being your own 100%. Like, I want to get to what's 100% for me, which might not be what's 100% for you or this person or that person, or, you know, everyone's journey is their own, and you can't really compare journeys because no one's going to be exactly the same, and what is achievable for me might not be achievable for you, or what's achievable for you might not be achievable for me. And I think it's important to know what's realistic versus what's not, what's able to be accomplished with medication, what's not able to be accomplished with medication, what's able to be accomplished with therapy, and what's not. I think being well informed is your best chance of fighting it, personally. But I think having a support system around you that genuinely wants to understand your struggles and where you're coming from and what helps and doesn't help and all that stuff is very important. And I think that I am very lucky in the effect that I have very many people in my support system that are amazing. They're just simply amazing. They're there for me no matter what I need. And I do the same for them. So I think that finding your support system is great, and also being your own support system as well, like learning when you need to rely on others and when you need to rely on yourself, because you can't just rely on others all of the time. As well, you have to learn how to cope, and you have to learn how to depend on yourself as well. I think that learning yourself and learning your illness and your thought processes and what coping skills are above and beyond something that you need to have healthy coping skills. That is something that took me a very, very long time to learn. I thought that, I could medicate it away, that I could wish it away, that I could do a bunch of things to just make it go away. And eventually what I did learn is that learning what healthy coping skills worked for me was my best bet at actually being able to enjoy my life. So I just kind of wanted to talk about those two things, and this is actually a really short video, but that was really all I wanted to talk about. But if anyone is struggling, you can always reach out to me in the comments, reach out to me in email, and I will always respond back to anyone that needs help or advice, whether it's you're searching for treatment for the first time, or I'm not a mental health professional, so I cannot provide that kind of help, but I've been around the circuit a long time, so I can kind of point you in the direction of someone that can provide those kinds of, the kind of help that you might need. So there's always somebody out there. There's always someone there who loves you, who cares about you, and the world is a better place with you in it. I will, as always with these types of videos, I will provide the suicide hotline below, also the National Eating Disorder NEDA hotline as well. Okay, thank you guys for watching my video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys!